whenever I come your way, you know it's all about entertainment. This is Entertainment with Becky E with Becks here on Joy Prime. How do you do? I miss you guys. Today, I'm very excited and very elated because I have one special man to talk entertainment with. This man, I'll be, having a very deep conversation with this man here on the show. I'm sure you've heard about him before. He's a living legend. I'm sure this man doesn't even need any introduction. He's called Obrafour, rap software. A lot of people. What I know, Yvonne Nelson's favorite. I mean, you should see Yvonne Nelson talking about this particular man, and I am so glad that I could share this conversation with you here on the show. Obrafour is my guest. We'll come back.
You could never be not say your friend when you're the bonnet. Ghana memo ye buye ne ye pe controlling centrane treasure Ghana man and pesa money. Kofi babone me boko ko jani bonnet.
My friends gave me the rap sock. They said I needed not to wear a cassock to be able to preach. But I never thought I would be here, sitting here and enjoying this moment. Like 20 years in music. Knowing that from this age onwards anything could happen, and I really want to work on my salvation.
All right, so if you just join us, this is Entertainment with Becky E with Becks, and my guest Obrafour is right here. Hello to you.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Is everything okay?
By God's grace, we can't complain.
How do you feel? You know, you have been here and there, you've seen it all, you've done it all, and a lot of people are celebrating you now. You were recently celebrated at your Pemuka launch. You know, how do you feel when you sit back?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Sure.
I'm humbled. I can't say more. What it is for me to be here and to have seen people celebrate me. I never ever thought I would be here to see this moment, and so it means a lot to me, and I thank God for that.
Can you take us back for the young ones out there who just had the opportunity to just read about you or see you on television? Can you take us back when everything started?
Well, music, I never ever thought. It never crossed my mind.
I was going to say that. Do you ever think that you were going to do music or rap music?
No, to take music as a profession. No, I never thought I would be a musician. Growing up, yes, I would say my inclination to music started with my mom.
Okay.
Back then, she used to sing at church as an Adventist. Every Saturday, my mom would do her solos. But as a young boy, growing up about 4, 5 years, when she was at home and going about her house shows, she would be singing the songs she would do on the Sabbath, and I would be tagging along as inadvertently. I'll be singing with her, and it got to a point she realized I could sing, so she taught me how to sing. And so when we go to church on Saturdays, she would drag me along in front of the congregation, and we'll sing together. And that was how it started. But then hip hop, yes, back then when we were in school, we did love hip hop. We followed the likes of Tupac, Biggie, Far Side, Goody Mob, talk of their naughty by nature and the likes. Yes, it was quite okay, but I wasn't the type that will mimic them. I wasn't that type. I was quite reserved and always with a good book or reading the Bible and minding my own business at my corner.
Which is good.
Something happened, though in school, yes. In school, I went to a Presbyterian school, a Bitifi Presby Secondary, but I managed to form an Adventist church in the school.
Interesting.
Yes. I used to preach. We would do dawn broadcast and all that back in school. So yes, the authorities even allowed us to worship on the Sabbath. And I formed a quartet, a group, a singing group. We were called Revelation Singers. So it was church things.
Yeah.
Church things.
At that point, was it like a cappella? Because when you talk of quartet,
oh yes, a cappella.
Okay.
It was all a cappella. It was all church things. But you know, you didn't want to look odd. So definitely when friends gather around and they are talking about hip hop, you want to be a part.
Yeah.
And so yes, I did follow hip hop as at that time. But it was when my mother passed, I had the opportunity to enter sixth form, and I think I have gone to school for about a week at St. Peter's Secondary School, and I lost my mom.
Sorry.
And so I couldn't go back to school again. I couldn't continue. And around that time, Reggie had come with Hip Life, with the Cho Boy or Ago. Yes, and for some reason in my community in Taifa, there was this young man who had took to rap, and he was rapping, and anytime he comes around, I mean, most of us we were friends with him, and we liked him, so you would want to be a friend to Quincy, and he was a very good rapper. He was doing well, but it was for bragging rights. It wasn't for anything. I don't think he even didn't take it serious. So yes, we wanted to identify with him, and I went to him to teach me how to rap. I think around that time I left the house. I started leading a life of an outcast, and so yes, I had to fend for myself because I have left home, and I was hustling. So
was it difficult?
Oh, yes, quite difficult because I've started growing my afro. This dreadlocks. This is how it started. I had an afro.
So you've been keeping this for over 2 decades?
Yes, yes, over 2 decades
I remember,
now.
The Kwame Nkrumah song.
Yeah,
it was very short.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had an afro, and it got to a point when I take my bath, it was difficult for me to comb
it.
Yes, because of the pains, and the hair was entangled.
Yeah.
So, and I told myself, no, then I'm not going to comb it anymore. I will leave it. And it started locking on its own. Started locking. And coming from an Adventist home, it was difficult for me to leave in the house with my siblings and all that. So I decided to move out and fend for myself. That was when this whole rap thing
game started.
Came, because I realized that Yawasante or Quincy has the same name as Reggie Rockstone, the grandpapa.
Okay.
Because he could rap, he was being showered with gifts. And so the only means which I could keep pace
is to rap yourself.
Yes, was to rap for me to be able to survive, have something to eat. And around that time, at every party in the community, he could go if he picks the mic. You know, all the freebies at the party was at his disposal. So I fancied that, yes. And that was how rap came to me.
But looking back, are you fulfilled?
Yes, sure. From where I was and where I am now, I'll say glory to God, because it's been a journey.
Yeah.
But God has been so good. Yes, music, as I know, my understanding to music is that music itself is food for the soul. And so anytime I sit to write, I think I should do good music, because just as you wouldn't go to the kitchen and prepare anything poisonous for yourself, that's the same attitude I take to music. So yes, I was lucky. My mom taught me how to talk. I call it the speech, the art of speech. I was taught, and it was difficult around that time to say anything unfit in the public space and get away with it. Because if you are reported to your parents, definitely my mom will give it to you.
Yeah.
So yes, I was armed with that, and I think it has shown through my career, and I thank God for that.
Your mom has contributed a lot to
A lot.
your success.
She was my inspiration.
Wow.
She was. I mean, and she still is, though she's no more.
May his soul rest in peace. But let's talk about some of the challenges that you faced, during this journey. 2 decades of doing good music, of providing us fantastic music.
Well, back then, you know how it was. Music and rap itself was for the misfit in society. Nobody would want the children or the wards to get into music. Not at all. They will look at you some way.
Yeah.
And so yes, it was difficult. I mean, and with me, from the background of a very religious background, Christian background, it was difficult for me to even pursue music as a career. So it wasn't easy. Plus, it was at that time very, very difficult for somebody to help to finance or invest in music. As at that time, they would even not give you a dog chance. You understand? So it was difficult. Not like today, where people even after their degrees or pursue. I think the understanding is there now, so it's quite easier, and they don't perceive as the same way as they were back then. So yes, there were difficulties, there were trial times, but God has been good. God has been good.
Have you considered writing a memoir? I'm asking that because I know that some of your raps, some of your songs are being studied in our universities. People take time to really study what you put out there. So I'm just wondering, will that ever happen?
Definitely.
Write something,
me and my team working around the clock to put some out for people. Definitely, yes.
But did you feel celebrated enough? Do you think that Ghanaians, over the years, the things that you have done for this country, do you think that we have myself included, have we celebrated you
There's
enough?
something about me. There's something about me. I don't really look to people that much. You see, from where I came from, I know life in its totality. At the end of the day, we would account for everything we would do. And I don't really look at whether somebody appreciate me today or not. I think at the end will justify the means. I'm doing my bit. I'm contributing my quota, and if the populace see it, deem it fit to honor me, fine. If not, I think the ultimate reward is after here. So
that's what you say all the time. But congratulations to you. For being there and being here with us. 2019, fast forward,
1999.
We're still here, and you are still, giving us. I understand you're still working on other things. You're still
sure.
Working on.
Yeah, we.
Can you tell us about it?
Yes, it's 20 years, 2 decades, and we celebrating it. We can't celebrate without an album.
Yeah.
So yes, I've worked, but I'm still. Me and my team are seeing we put in finishing touches to some of the works, and so very soon people will hear what we have.
I understand there's Cypher coming on.
Yes, with the
foundation, you're also
anniversary. What we the team and I sat and I thought, you see, God has put us in a position. That is what we realized, that okay, we are in a position to effect change. We are in a position to raise conversations. We are in position to help. So why not? So that is why we launched the foundation alongside the Paimuka or the 20 years anniversary.
Okay.
So definitely, I am looking at rural education. I think there are is fraught with so much challenges, and if you consider rural education and urban education, the gap is so wide. The rural folks face a lot of challenges.
We're still here at the Labadi Beach Hotel. This is like the spa place. It's very new. It's the newest addition, and we're so grateful to Labadi Beach Hotel for giving us this place to talk entertainment from. I'm still here with the living legend, rap software, Obrafour. I understand you were changing your name.
Well,
you wanted to change your name?
Well, it's something that I was thinking about. I was thinking aloud, so.
But you couldn't.
What it is, I chose the name for a purpose.
Okay.
As at the time of coming into hip life, or Kasahari as I call it, I thought as at that time it needed somebody in the caliber of the executioner to come and bring sanity into hip life, as it were, because a lot of the elderly thought it was an empty noise. So it needed that caliber of Obrafour to come and execute positive lyrics, and that was it. And I think to a larger extent I was able to do that, and now I think I'm becoming more conscious of myself now, knowing that from this age onwards, anything could happen, and I really want to work on my salvation and see how best I can extend it to the others. But this is what I do. I had a little problem with the name Obrafour, but I mean it doesn't change anything. I think
we still love Obrafour.
Yes, we can still do that. You see, my friends gave me the rap shuffle.
Okay.
The rap shuffle because they said I needed not to wear a cassock to be able to
yes.
Preach that.
I agree, and I'm sure the whole Ghana will agree with that one. You don't need.
So yes, but I think if the rap shuffle will fit me now with what I want to do now, I think the focus is really not to execute as it is, but now to see how best we can win souls for Christ.
Yeah, we'll talk about your foundation and what you're up to now, but let me take you back to when you fell ill. We heard that Obrafour wasn't well, and we've been going back and forth. Now you're here. How was that very difficult? How was it, the experience?
That is why in the beginning I told you I never thought I would be here, sitting here, and enjoying this moment. Like 20 years in music, I never thought I would be here to experience it. But God has been so good. I've had challenges, difficulties. I've gone through a lot, tumultuous time, battling sicknesses here and there, and but God has been so good. I remember about 3 years ago at the intensive ward in Kolebu. It was that grave. It was that grave because even doctors wouldn't give me any
positive. What exactly is going on?
It was quite a tough time. I said, well, I've been at the junction of life and death, and for God to bring me back here, that's why I think I'm living now for a purpose, and I should know and tap into that purpose, and which is what really God wants me to do. And
does that have anything to do with the foundation that you're putting?
Yes, you see, I think that we are all here for that purpose. We are here to help our fellow beings. I mean, God, the reason and purpose why God created us, He brought us here. We are all in service. I think the reason and purpose why He created the world is out of love. He created us for love. Other than that, I don't think God needed to create any other thing. We are all here in service, and so service to man is service to God. And I think with the position where we occupy, we can effect positive change. We can effect a change in society, and that is why when we launch Paimuka at 20, we launch the foundation as well. What is really dear to me is looking at rural education.
Oh, okay.
Rural education.
Okay.
Yes, because when you look at the urban and rural, the difference is too wide, and the rural folks faces so many challenges. and I've been there, and so this is dear to me. Sometimes when teachers are posted to the rural areas, they don't even want to go, and people over there sometimes walk distances to access school, and sometimes they have to go and help their parents in the farm or whatever before they come to school, and they walk so many distances to school. By the time they get to the classroom, they are tired and sleeping.
Yeah.
And there are so many challenges. I think it's about time we bring all those challenges to the fore and see how best as a people we can tackle them.
But how are we looking at tackling them? Where are we getting funds from? Are we supposed to be donating to the foundation?
Definitely, yes. With the foundation, what we would do our best. Okay. Initially, I have a different
thought.
Have you
called for support, though? You know,
we are here talking, so once we're talking, people would know how important it is to come on board. And that's why I'm saying my team on the ground, there's a research team already that has gone through and see all those areas that we think we need to. And definitely, yes, we are asking that if you can come on board together, we can help.
So www.iamobrafour.com, that's where you get all the information from. If you want to support this good cause, that's what you're supposed to do. We're still here with Obrafour. Why are you satisfied with the interview? I mean, if you're not satisfied, we can sit here for a very long time.
It depends on you. I think we're having a good time. Yeah. So I wouldn't want us to carry. No, we should go ahead.
I'll let you go because you have other things to do.
Yes, I know.
But before you give, I don't know why, but a lot of people, when they want to end interviews, I think it's a cake now, like you give an advice. But it's very important that we take one or two from you before, you know.
Yeah, but I think the advice had been given. Yeah. I mean, we should all understand that we are all here for service. Everything that God created, it's for service. Everything is for service. And so we should see ourselves as such and do our utmost best to help others. And that's basically it. I thank you. I want to thank you, though. I thank Ghanaians. It's been 20 years. Thank you for reposing the faith in me and praying, advising, supporting everything that you've done. Everybody, well, I don't know, but each quota you've contributed in making Obrafour who he is really appreciated. And I'm saying that God should bless you for that.
And God richly bless you as well. All right, so thank you so much for doing this with us, and
thank
we hope that we do this over again some other time. And thank you guys, you know, our lovely viewers, for always sticking with us here on Entertainment with Becky here on Joy Prime on Multi TV. We'll be back, you know, some other time with another thrilling edition of Entertainment with Becky. This has been E with Becks, with yours truly.
Yes, today I want everybody, if you want to watch the video, you have to listen to Becky. Becky is the king of the Jews. He is the everything. And before he came to the studio, when you see the, even though you see the mouth, everything at the but you know that, oh, I want them to watch
He with Bell.
He with Bell. You have to watch He with Bell. Fantastic show.
Yeah.
With Becky. Hey, everybody want to watch He with Bell. Prime on Joy FM.
On Joy Prime.
Joy Prime.
He with Becks.
He with Bells.
He with Becks.
He with Becks.
With Longer Bell.
Watch Becky. Joy Prime.
Yeah.
He with Bell.